Good morning.
Very good morning.
I am Imran Gilani. I am based out at Boisar, which is in Palghar district, which is some 80 kilometers away from Mumbai. I've done my graduation from Mumbai University in Nagindas Khanwala College. I've done my BMS in 2005. After which I started my career in sales with Sher Khan in Baroda. After which I worked there for 6 months, and then I started my own with the stockbroking with sub broker of Sher Khan. But 2008 crisis, which led to market falling around 70%, and broking industry went from top to almost a crazy revenues falling down. So I was about to exit the industry in 2013. Uh, then I was about to sell the business, but then suddenly I came to know that I took my mutual fund statements, which I've invested for tax saving purpose, and I've seen that the money has grown there. And the worst part was that in retail, when you are investing in direct equities, people were not able to make money out of it. Okay, and I've seen that mutual funds were making money. Okay, people. So I thought that is the product where the customer, where my clients need to be in, and that is where the money is the wealth creation is happening. So in 2014, I started with mutual funds. Uh, but then after just I started well, I built around my SIP books of around 17 18 lakhs. I had my AUM of around close to 10 crores. But then I thought, I think we as a advisor need to be more responsible. We need to have those credentials, no matter what. Let's say even if customer is paying us in the form of commissions or as a fees, but we are responsible for that, and we need to have some. So I started searching for this some kind of a credential where in personal finance, and then when I came across to CFP certifications, and while looking at coaching, I first attended Keyur Shah's event at Motilal Oswal Towers, okay, 2016, and that inspired me to join with this certifications program. uh, After that, I have done my 3 modules, which I have cleared at first attempt thanks to Keyur sir. Okay, and then I'm suddenly, due to my personal family problems and with family issues, I was not able to continue. But then I've again started, and I wish to complete it by June 2020. And what I learned from CFP and what made the difference is that I think as a investor, I think he's more because in equities there are volatilities, okay, and that actually creates a behavioral issues with the client, okay, and which leads to him redemption at the wrong time, having a wrong product in the portfolio. So what I feel here, goal based planning is what the investors need, and we are trying to implement in spirit in our organization. uh, what goal based planning helps as an investor is he's more focused. He has got a stress free, he becomes stress free, okay, he can manage his time better, okay, and actually he has something to focus, where I think it helps him to achieve his goal more prudently, okay, rather than more worrying about the markets and the product returns, okay. So let's say, means normally I give this example, let's say even in life, let's say if it's a test match cricket, and even if you are, let's say there are 2 innings, okay, and first inning is your working life where you are batting first, but even at batting first, I think you as a person need to have certain kind of targets in mind, okay. If you don't have the targets, I think even in the international case they have certain targets which they form a strategy, and I think that is been helped by the coach. Yeah, what kind of a target you need. So similarly here our roles comes into play, where we help him to have set the targets with inflation adjusted, okay, so that he can bat accordingly. Otherwise many times we have seen that client have been working whole life around 20 30 years, but the money is not create the wealth creation hasn't happened, and he is that not ready for the retirement. Now that is what has happened. You can take an example, like he has batted on the pitch. He had his stroke play, but he did not run for the runs, okay, because he did not have target, okay. So it's not about staying on the pitch, it's all about scoring runs also, okay, that matters. So then sir has also started with this new concept of attending those retirement uh, planning workshops. Okay, we have completed our first day and it has been an excellent learning. It has been an upgrade in our professions. Okay, and one of the key learning, okay, which I feel has been, let's say, the first 6 steps of financial planner, which starts with something like you to establish financial planner and client relationship, and that is where the trust starts. Okay, and yesterday's learning was you need to build trust, and that is where the 50% of the weightage should be given. And another important part over here is like, how, why not we send our website links, let's say our introduction to the client before meeting the client, so that you have a particular image created in his mind and we can have a fruitful discussion. So that is where actually the break happens and you can have a better and fruitful meeting to the clients. Otherwise many a times we go to the client but it doesn't happen as per our expectation, and it's not doesn't match client expectation also. Okay, so it's basically it doesn't yield results for us. Okay, and I think that is where we need to start creating. It can be anyways, like creating our own brand through images, through videos. I think that needs to start somewhere. Secondly, what will happen with this is, like, this will also help to have better qualitative meetings. Now what has happened recently, I've also experienced with this 15 years of my experience and meeting over 1500 clients. I think that needs to we need to have our qualitative meetings are only 20%, 80% are meeting where we are not having a qualitative meeting. So I think that needs to go up, and it has to be the 80% of your qualitative meetings. Okay. Thirdly, means what I learned yesterday was, like, one of the things which I really like and which I really realized after meeting so many clients is having a sample plan ready to demonstrate the client. Okay, it may take time for us to prepare a customized plan for the client, and which we can prepare it over a period of time, let's say a week time or 2-3 days time. But I think we can demonstrate how a plan is prepared and what kind of factors we are considering in. Okay, so that can give him what good idea, and it will help us to close the client better, and that will also open up the client, because many times client doesn't share the information. Okay, if I am giving him a demonstration, I am giving him a sample plan, he will be better equipped to show me all the information. Otherwise many times actual the information are not shown to the sample, because the better he gives the information, he can get the best plan customized according to his needs. Okay, so that is what I learned from yesterday. uh, Another thing which I really liked is, like, we as means I've been using so many software and I've been seeing so many software in the industries. I've seen financial planning softwares, reporting software, but I think financial no software has got a customized solutions. Okay, there are pre-planned, pre-equipped data which is there, but it doesn't have customization. So I think we as a CFP practitioner can give him more customized solutions. We can give him innovative solutions like SIP top-ups, which we can work out. We can also work out with, let's say, SIP asset allocation and rebalancing, which otherwise is not possible in software. So that is where actually the difference comes in, and we can make the difference in client's life.
Good. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so thank you, Imran ji, for attending the 3 full day workshop from your busy schedule. So now if we discuss in 2 part, as you mentioned that you started mutual fund distribution in 2014, and then you attended first time your video lecture, you can say class room lecture in 2017. So what difference you got before and after, and how it is helped to provide a better qualitative advice to your client?
See, earlier this difference was, I was not going more as a mutual fund salesperson. Okay, and the difference was like, I can tell a client what retirement corpus he requires. Okay, and what, let's say, inflation adjusted funds he requires for the education, because I had those calculators provided by AMCs, by certain websites, by certain mobile applications. Those are available, but I don't know behind then what is working. Okay, let's say how is ROR. Okay, I don't know how. Means in layman terms, it can be, let's say the returns are 8% and if it's 6% inflation, it's 2% kind of a in layman terms. Okay, but actually if we calculate the formula, the result will be something different. And how does that arrive? Okay, those things I have learned over here, because those are minor things, because it's a domain expertise, I can say, where I want to be in. And I think that will make the difference. I'm more confident that how, even if he gives me some kind of a changes in his plan, I can definitely modify it and I can present him. Okay, which earlier was not possible. I only had a limitations with kind of a application, or I can only give him. Even with the many times I have seen this, and this has been my experience. Let's say even if we had this, say let's say a client needs 10 lakhs at age 18. Okay, that is what I do. But no one can tell you, let's say for next 5 years he requires 3 lakhs per annum. Okay, now every year he requires 3 lakhs. Okay, how can that can be worked out in a software? So I think that's what my difference is. I can after going through this video learning and this thing, I think that thing I can easily now manage. I can help him to manage the cash flows also. Yeah, whether he wants to continue that SIP for the next 5 years. Okay, let's say during the withdrawal phase also, if he wants to continue, or he wants to stop there and he wants to start withdrawing. So I think that is what the difference is making in my life, and also I am more able to give him more customized and better solutions to clients.
Very good, excellent. So, what is the difference in AUM in 2000, you can say 17, and what was your mutual fund AUM, and today in 2020 January, what is the AUM?
See, my AUM at that time was, I think I started with, and it was, I exactly don't remember, but it was still at the end of 6 to 7 crores, and today I am managing close to 30 crores. Okay, so which has grown to 5 times. My SIP books at that time were around 6 to 7 lakhs. Today it is at 42 lakhs of SIP books. So that's what we are managing.
So message is very simple. When you upgrade, when you learn, when you provide the customized solution to your client, okay, instead of the ready-made software, or just push SIP to save tax or to earn higher return, okay, that could be give you a business temporary, but if you want a longer business and permanent business, so you need to learn, upgrade, and provide the goal-based financial planning solution. And that's how it helps you to you can say 3 times, 5 times, 10 times of your mutual fund AUM in a limited period of 3 to 5 years period. So many of good IFA, when they have transformed themselves from the IFA to a independent CFP practitioner, so their AUM from 5 crore to 25 crore is easily happened with qualitative advisory, and some of them even charge the fixed fee of 10,000-15,000 rupees to provide the advisory. So I am sure that we started November, and I am sure that by March we'll complete the training, and our objective is to complete 4th and 5th exam by June 2020. Good, very good. So looking forward long-term association with you, and thank you very much for joining and sharing your all you can say discussion with honesty and integrity. Thank you very much.